I'm going to hit a 3-wood and I'm going to aim it just right of the ship there, down in the port. Hopefully the ship won't move. Oh, it's on the upper deck of the ship. Super shot.
Oh my gosh!
Possibly the worst shot you've ever hit in your life. Missing 2 fairways on the right.
That was shocking! We didn't mention, did we, Kim? This is the second hole here.
It is.
At South Pembs.
It is, and what an attractive course it is on the top of the hillside. It's
Gorgeous,
lovely, isn't it?
It's a lovely spot.
And you know it well?
I do. Well, this, nobody would know this, but I grew up probably a 5-minute walk from here in the little village down the bottom there called Pennar. So Pembroke Dock is the larger village, the port is just over there. But yeah, I basically grew up here, and growing up my family dog, his nickname, or show name should I say, was the Barrack Hill Bruiser, because he used to do dog shows, and that over there is the Barrack Hill.
Wow.
Right over there.
Because it's ex-army barracks?
Ex-army barracks, yes. There's a lot of history around that.
Huh.
But yeah, so it's almost like coming home being here.
You've adopted his name now. You are the Barrack Hill Bruiser these days.
You watch out. Barrack Hill Bruiser, mate.
More like the Barrack Hill Bruised.
But after that first tee shot, Jesus. Anyway, let's catch our seconds, eh? And let's forget all about that first shot.
Yeah, why not?
But by the way, how was that for a strike?
Well, it happened. I enjoyed it.
But you know what, the great thing is we can watch it back and see that it literally went exactly where he said as well.
Well, just as luck would have it.
Alright, anyway.
I'm playing from memory these days, right? The trouble is my memory's going.
And actually, speaking of memory, I've got to try and find my first ball.
Oh yeah, I have.
I think it might be over there in the Barrack Hill somewhere.
Okay, I'll see you in a minute then, once you've gone 40 yards right.
See you soon, bud. What's with the frying pan?
The frying pan. Well,
you're not going to hit me with that, are you?
I've pinched this from home this morning.
Yeah.
I've promised to get it back home clean and tidy. We'll see. I use this tool to illustrate what release is in a golf swing. Now, this magic thing about releasing the club head, what the heck does that mean? It's to do with really how your forearm, your wrist, and what would be the club head rotate through the impact zone.
Yeah. Okay,
so you can see the frying pan at the moment faces this way.
Yep.
As I swing through, I let my forearm, wrist rotate. So in that literally half a swing there, I've rotated through 180 degrees, which is what the golf club face does when it comes through the shot.
Yeah.
Well, it's what it should do. Now, people who slice tend to come through in this kind of configuration.
Yeah.
The blade's going this way. Okay, so this is an exercise, and of course you should try and use the maximum weight you can handle, because this is also strengthening your forearms and wrists at the same time.
Yep.
Very important.
Yep.
So you're strengthening and understanding what the club face should be doing through the impact zone. See that rotation?
Yes, yeah.
And I'm not forcing that.
No.
I'm letting it happen.
It's just natural.
It's actually passive. I'm not doing this with my wrists.
Yeah. What about a hook? What is somebody doing? Can you demonstrate what somebody's doing? Because this is really great, because it actually shows in a really big, wide, emphasised area of what's happening with a club face, right?
Yeah, sure.
What happens with somebody? What somebody who hooks the ball? Not that I do. Not that I'm trying to get some tips here. No, but what's going on through impact with a hook?
Either they're overdoing the wrist action in the swing,
yes, yeah.
so that by the time they come to impact, the club face is closed,
yeah.
Or the swing plane perhaps is a little too flat, which encourages more roll.
Yeah.
The flatter you go, the more you get a thing called centrifugal force. Have you heard of that?
I have heard of that, yes.
You're getting into physics here.
I know, right? Yeah.
When you swing in a horizontal plane, the force is stronger, so it rolls more easily.
Yeah.
So the flatter your swing plane, the more you tend to roll the club face, the more you tend to hook. Shorter people, Ian Woosnam and Bernard Langer, would hook the ball in their early golf days, because their swing plane is flat.
Okay. Yeah.
Very tall people, Montgomery, Robert Carlson, Ernie Els even sometimes, would be more stooped over the ball and would tend to come sharper into the ball, a steeper angle, and get a fade going.
That's
so the swing plane has an effect on the release.
Yeah.
But back to our original point, which was strengthening your, because most people slice, right?
Yes.
80% of golfers slice. That is from left to right for a golfer. So to do this exercise, it strengthens your wrist and also allows the club head, in this case the frying pan, to rotate through the impact zone.
Yeah.
And it's quite a sweet feeling.
Yeah.
But it's a lovely exercise to do because it helps you feel what you should be doing.
Interesting. And I'm going to join some dots here because from what you've just described there, I'm going to pull out a tennis racket.
Okay. Now you're on board now.
Now I'm starting to see what you're saying, because if I want to play a little bit of tennis, I'm all right at tennis.
Okay.
About the same as golf.
Better than you are at golf. Anyway.
Oh, wow. Okay, let's cut. This is over.
Anything would be. Carry on.
So if I want to hit a top spin forehand, it's the same situation as, and it maybe if I hit a top spin forehand in tennis and I overcook the top spin, I'm doing what somebody would do if they're hooking the ball. Yes. Obviously with your demonstration there.
Absolutely. And the same muscles are involved, principally forearms.
Yes.
It's not about just wrists.
It's that come through in the roll over.
And yes, and remember, golf is like tennis.
Yes.
Golf is not like table tennis. Where's that table tennis bat?
Yes.
Table tennis is much more wrist, as is badminton.
Yeah.
So tennis players tend to make good golfers
because
they're swinging the actual racket, aren't they? They're not flicking it with their wrists.
Yeah.
So you picked up on a good point there.
So what you're saying is, when we first met, I was more of a flicky.
I had you going there. I knew you were going to go there. That's absolutely correct. It is correct because you were narrow and flicky. Yeah. You're less so now.
Yes. Yeah.
But you're getting there, man. Another 10 years, you'll be fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lesson number 43, that'll be.
Yeah, another £20,000 invested. Anyway.
Interesting.
It's very interesting. So I hope you get something from that. Anybody watching at home and, your amateurs and even people who are low handicap, that might make something make sense, especially with these analogies. We'll come back to this box of tricks, Kim's box of tricks, we'll call it maybe, another time. But thank you, Kim. That's fascinating stuff.
Pleasure.
Good demo.
Thank you.
Not bad. 15 feet for par.
Just